look insane. Oh wow. Anyway, hi guys. You guys may not have noticed, but I actually took a 1 week, week and a half hiatus from recording just to stay on top of everything. And during that 1.5 weeks of me not picking up my camera, there wasn't much you missed out on, except for the fact that my advisor ghosted me. Well, ghosted, maybe I'm over exaggerating, but we were supposed to meet last Friday, no response. Like, we scheduled to meet on Friday, no response when Friday comes. Monday, it's like, hey, sorry I was so busy, let's meet Wednesday. No worries, they were dealing with family stuff too. We agreed to meet on Wednesday. Wednesday comes, I get a message Wednesday afternoon. Hey, I have to go out to the field today and tomorrow, Thursday, so let's meet on Friday between like 9 to 11. It's 12 o'clock, 12:17 on Friday. So have I really been ghosted? No, but have I been like constantly postponed, set on the back burner? Yes. Now here's the thing. Because this has happened to me numerous times before throughout my PhD/master's journey, I'm not too fazed by it now, but I am irked. Because my defense is exactly 32 days away. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm in the best position possible to pass that defense, because what I don't want is a repeat of what happened when I mastered out, which is I sent my thesis and then there was that email, we need to talk. And I'm like, well, what are we talking about? And then the talk is like, oh, you're not ready. We can't do that this time. I'm not doing that this time. If that talk comes up again, I think, irrational of me, but I think I will be like, oh, well, I have to drop out because there's no other option for me. So long story short, that is why I've kind of been AWOL, at least from picking up my camera. But like I said, y'all wouldn't know because these videos are being uploaded back to back to back. Other than that though, I'm gonna get back to work. I have some exciting things to share with you guys, but I'm waiting to share it for certain reasons. But I have some exciting updates to not just share, but to actually like record and show you guys. But until then, let's just focus on the present, which is Emma's gotta defend. Emma has to get ready to defend this thesis, and then Emma has to get ready to publish that thesis. But right now we're worried about defending. Okay, so let me get back to work. I'm so sorry that these videos, at least maybe this one, is probably gonna be a little bit more boring because I'm just working. I'm being very disciplined. I'm disciplined. Thank you, Jesus, because I needed to be disciplined. Hey guys, get ready with me to go sell some clothes. So I have a bag full of clothes and purses. Not the dupes, obviously. I have a Tory Burch in here that I never used it because the strap was too short. And I have a couple of dresses in here, new with tags. One of the dresses is like $100 from Revolve that I never used, that I'm gonna try to go sell. Like I was saying, I'm on my way actually, and I actually decided I'm not going to sell my clothes at Plato's Closet, just because the last time I did that, not only did they only take like 3 items for like $7, but my style is a little bit too, how do I say, cute for for Plato's Closet. If I was just selling like t-shirts and jeans, Plato's Closet. Instead, I'm gonna go to Uptown Cheap Steaks. Hope I'm saying that right. I know that my chances of getting items picked for them to purchase is a little slim. Saying all that to say, with my bag full of stuff, I think that I'm going to get offered $23. So we'll go see. It's me. I took the freaking sticker off. I have to put the sticker blocker back on. Not that I don't want people to know that I'm recording them, but I think like the flashing light is a little distracting. So I'm gonna show you guys what is in my bag before I go give it to them at Uptown Cheap Steaks. I always say that word wrong. So this is going to Goodwill. Whatever they don't take is going to Goodwill. So I just have like a Kate Spade planner that I never use, and a mouse, like a keyboard mouse. So let me show you guys what I have. So like I have this dress. It's like an evening dress I never wore. This is the dress I was telling you that's $100 from Revolve. You see that? But the reason why I didn't wear it is because the material is cheap. It doesn't look how it looks in the pictures. This is a summer dress, another summer dress that I got from Depop, I believe. This is like something from Fashion Nova. So I try not to get too much Fashion Nova or Shein, even though I used to have a decent amount of this stuff, but I actually stopped shopping from Fashion Nova and Shein as much because it just wasn't lasting. I think this is from Amazon. And then, like I said, I have 3 purses. This is from Amazon. I went from Fashion Nova and Shein to freaking Amazon. I have like this mini skirt, which I think is from Urban Outfitter. The Tory, this is a big purse that I got. Like I was using for my laptop, but I really don't use. And this is a Tory Burch purse. I don't feel like getting it out. But this is the Tory Burch purse. So yeah, I think they're going to take, like I said, maybe 5 items, and they're going to, I think, offer $23. Anywhere between $20 and $25 is what I'm saying. Okay. Hair and outfits change for my event. I really couldn't stand that hair I was wearing earlier. I got it off Amazon. It's way too thick. It makes me look like Amber from Love is Blind, which love her, but that's not the look I'm going for. So change the hair, change the outfit. But I did go back to Uptown Skate. Dang, I need to freaking learn how to read and pronounce words. So they took 4 of my items, and my total was actually $45. So I think I said I thought they would take 5 items for like $25. I'm actually really impressed with this. So I got my cash. Sometimes I do store credit, but like since we're moving, and I know I can it's like I can use it wherever we're moving to, but I just don't feel like thinking about that. So they took 4 items, and I can tell off that they took the Tory Burch. Ooh, that's crazy. I was not expecting them to take the Tory Burch. I don't know why I thought about that. So they took the Tory Burch. They took both of the dresses that had the tags on them. So that was like $137. And I can't tell what else they took. There's another item they took, but I really don't know. It may have been a white tennis skirt that I had. But the 2 other purses are still in there. And that's actually pretty insane because I think I paid... That Tory Burch purse was going for, I believe, $170, but I paid, because I got it secondhand off Poshmark, I paid 2 years ago, I think, $90. So definitely over $200 worth of stuff that I got $45 back. Am I complaining? Yes, I am complaining. But, you know, if I really wanted to get my money's worth, I would have sold that stuff on Depop or Poshmark. Because if I see that $100 dress going for anything above $50, oh, I'm gonna be livid. Because, oh, hell no. But I got my money, and that's going towards, the $45 is going towards my $700 fees in unpaid parking tickets. Hey guys, 60-second story time of how I owe over $700 in parking tickets. Oh, okay, all jokes aside, my tags on my car that I am ironically sitting in right now expired 2 weeks ago. I knew about it, and I was like, okay, I will just, pay the late fee because I cannot pay it until today. So my tag expired 2 weeks ago. I went to go pay my tags and online, because we can do it online. And it was like, there's a hold on your account. And I was like, oh, there must be a hold on my account because I'm 2 weeks late. That's understandable. That's completely my fault. And then I look up, why does my state put holds on registration renewal? And there was only 2 reasons. 1, if you are being fined in court, and 2, unpaid parking tickets. And I said, I've been really good on parking tickets. I have not gotten a parking ticket in over a year, so that can't be the case, but let me go check anyway. So I go to our city's website to check for my parking tickets, and I have 11 parking tickets from January 2025. 11 parking tickets in 6 months. And then it all came back to me. Celine Dion. I moved in with my boyfriend around that time. He lived smack dab downtown, and his old apartment, which, no offense to him, I hated it. I hated it because it didn't benefit me. It was all benefits for him, none for me. And I think that was more of the reason why I should have not moved in with him during that time. But anyway, what's been done is done. His old apartment complex did not offer second parking. So only 1 parking spot per unit. Not per person. I verified, I emailed, I called. Not per person, per unit. Every apartment can only have 1 parking pass. So I parked on the side street that was the only thing available aside from a parking lot 2 blocks away that was $150. I was like, you know what, I'll just pay side street parking because during the weekends, my boyfriend would like let me sneak into the garage when the leasing manager wasn't there, and I would park there over the weekend, which would save me like 2 days of paying. But there was an ongoing war. This is not 60 seconds anymore. This is now 3 minutes. There was an ongoing war between me and one of the cops, because the cops who's passing out tickets, because I would pay for my parking on my phone at like 7:01. There'd be a ticket on my car for 7 o'clock. So then I would pay for it at 7 o'clock. It would expire at like, let's 3:20. I would pay for like, what's that, 6.5 hours? Pay for 6.5 hours, knowing like, okay, to leave anyway at 3:20 to go somewhere. I would get outside. Well, parking would expire at 3:20. I would get outside at like 3:30, and there'd be a parking ticket on my car for 3:23. So this happened multiple times, and I was like, okay, we are in war. And me being me, I was petty. I was not having accountability. I just like, F you, I'm not paying them. And that's why those parking tickets that occurred from January to June, 11 of them, originally they were $30, and you have like 45 days to pay $30 before it increases. And I completely like forgot about it once we moved. I was like, I just forgot about it. So the $30 parking tickets, which would have been $330, are now $770. But I am going to pay it. Like, I'm not gonna wait to pay it. I am gonna pay it off. It's just so unfortunate because even this morning I was like, ooh, I have a lot of extra money. Like, I paid my bill and I was like, ooh, I have a lot of extra spending money, so I'm gonna pay my car note a month in advance. So I paid for this month and I paid for next month. I do not pay again until the month after next. And then I look and see that I have a registration hold, which is like, dang, if I wouldn't have paid that extra month for my car note, I would have put that towards this, and that would have even helped out a lot. And I was like, well, I already paid for my car note a whole month in advance. Don't tell my boyfriend, by the way, because I've already shown that financially I am not ready to be a wife, and I don't want that to keep being the reason that someone has doubt in me, although it is very reasonable doubt because I would do the same thing for somebody else. But we're going to keep this between us, YouTube. We're going to keep this between us. And I am going to get it handled, and I'll let y'all know when I get it handled. Y'all will see me crying. All right, y'all. Ignore my hair, but I just got off of a call with my advisor in Michigan, the one who I work more closely with. Good news. Defense is still set. Like, I don't have to change it. There's not really any concerns about me having to change it. It is a very tight turnaround, so I have to expect everyone to be on their P's and Q's, and I have to be on my P's and Q's too, but we were both like, okay, yeah, like, you can still keep it, you don't have to change it. So my defense is officially 4 weeks from today. Technically 3 weeks, 6 days, and 20 hours, because I'll be doing it at 8 o'clock in the morning. You guys, I am stressed. My primary advisor, the one who's at Michigan, said like, you're in a good spot to defend this. Of course, there will be revisions after, but that's what you have the whole summer for. You have the whole summer to make those revisions, to get it published. But you're in a good spot. So that's all I was waiting for, especially after not hearing from that advisor for a week. I was like just expecting the worst, like, okay, I haven't heard from him because my thesis is in such a bad state. And when I go on this meeting, PTSD, he's going to tell me, oh, this still isn't good. I just can't see you defending. But we didn't get that. We got, this is pretty good. We can work with this. You have 4 days to make your edits. I haven't finished my conclusions, but thankfully conclusion is like maybe a page or two, so I can do that. But I wanted to update you guys on that before I take a break from vlogging my thesis preparation or thesis writing. Now, once I send off my thesis next week, I have like 3 weeks to get into preparing my presentation and studying my butt off for my defense. What is a presentation, Emma? Well, a thesis defense presentation for my institution is 25 minutes with 5 minutes to the general public for questions. And that's not all. You get a like 2 5-minute break, and then you have 2 hours of questioning from your committee. Sometimes that will be 90 minutes, but they encourage to take the full time. As I told you guys, I only have one person, my advisor in Michigan, who has read my thesis multiple times. The other 2, one of them, my committee member hasn't even seen it at all. He's seen figures, he helped me make figures. Yeah, but I still have 2 committee members who have not seen my thesis or who have not read it. So I feel like they're gonna come with the most questions. And I just hope and pray that those questions are questions that I can answer or questions that I can try to answer, and they won't be completely out of park. Like I don't want to get a question about atmospheric environments when I don't study atmospheric environments, but it can happen. I just hope it doesn't. Long story short, to conclude my rant, I still have to prepare for the defense, but I will have 3 weeks to prepare for it, as well as studying. So this is not done with. The hard part isn't over yet. Writing is hard for me, but answering questions, when I have a freaking executive functioning problem with my head, I can't place words and sentences and ideas in order. Oh baby, I might be in big trouble, but we will get through this. So I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna get started on this thesis. Your girl is going to defend her thesis in 4 weeks.